How do we heal the hurt of feeling coerced into being a Christian through means of hell, fire, and brimstone? Church hurt is a big topic in the Bible Belt. So many people that we run across around Northeast Texas have had some level of church hurt. It mainly comes from people that don't tell the whole story. Does Jesus judge sin? Yes. Is there salvation in Jesus? Yes. However, we fail to communicate the complete idea. I remember when I was a child on the playground, there was another kid who told me that if we ever sin, we are going to hell. Now, even as a child, I realized how impossible it was to not sin. Because of Adam, we are forever plagued with the sin nature. In fact, in Romans 3:23, it says, "For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God." But here's the problem. We forget to read the passage in its context. Let's go back to verse 21 and start again. It says, "But now the righteousness of God has been manifested apart from the law. Although the law and the prophets bear witness to it, the righteousness of God through faith in Jesus Christ for all who believe, for there is no distinction, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, and are justified by his grace as a gift, through the redemption that is in Christ Jesus, whom God put forward as a propitiation by his blood to be received by faith." This was to show God's righteousness because in his divine forbearance, he had passed over former sins. Now we got to remember to love others. In 1 John 3:11 it says, "For this is the message that you have heard from the beginning, that we should love one another." And let me say this, if we love someone, we will warn them of danger. Does sin lead to death? Yes. But what we tell someone can be seasoned by how we tell someone. If we yell, threaten, condemn, and make otherwise obnoxious an example of what not to do, how then can we expect to show the love of Jesus? Now, there's a love passage we have in the Bible, and we've all read through it, been through it in weddings, but listen very carefully because this deals with everybody. It's 1 Corinthians 13, verses 1 and 2, and it says, "If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I'm a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. And if I have prophetic powers and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have all faith so as to remove mountains, but have not love, I'm nothing." Do you know who notices how loving we are? That's non-believers. And we need to be careful. We deal with those made in the very image of God. So let me ask you to do this. Could we please be humble, knowing that we are also sinners? And could I ask you to also be compassionate, knowing that Jesus had compassion on you? See, people blame the church and Jesus for things that individuals do. Our focus needs to be Jesus, his righteousness, and his example. Until next time, love Jesus first, then love others.